Hi everyone. Good afternoon. Hope you're doing great. My name is Paula Monge. I am part of the business development team at Necodex. And first of all, I want to say thank you to ISBALE, Hispanic Chamber of Commerce, for the invitation to talk about business intelligence. So we're going to give it a start. So first of all, what is business intelligence? I could basically describe it as it's like the GPS for a car, since it's like it gives us the information to get to our destination. So it's almost like the same for our companies or the organization. It's a process of collecting and analyzing and transforming data that is going to be actionable for insights to take better decisions, right? So all of these insights are gonna give us the right inputs to take the best decisions for our company, or to see like the approach, the everything of what's going on. And it's going to help us to like plan for the future based in the past and based in the goals that we want. So that's like summarizing what is business intelligence. It's less like more deeply, since it's not just a single software or process. It's a broader concept that involves several components and approaches. Of these several components and approaches, we can see that there are three. First of all, are the tool, which is like the software tools that right now we are using. Right now, going with all of the artificial intelligence going on, it's much easier to have the information and to learn about it. And it's more easier to gather too, since everything right now it's surrounded of technology. And sometimes even without even us notice, that our phones, the computers, everything is just like gathering all this information, and then it gives us summarized, right? So sometimes without us even notice, we are having we use daily these tools. With this technology evolving, there must be methodologies that help us learn and to analyze and learn how to read all this information. Because sometimes, even though we have like a lot of information in our space, we sometimes don't really like understand it, because based on the presentation they give it to us. So that's why it's really important, like the reports, or do the appropriate reporting to see all this information. Now, there's something really important about business intelligence. First, we have to know like the product. Second, what we want to know. And maybe we don't exactly know what we want to know, but sometimes we know, based on the information that we gather, what it's not useful for us, and sometimes it is more useful. I cannot say that anything is like not useful, because a lot of the information always give us insights and feedbacks that we need, or sometimes that we don't have in our minds or don't realize. So that's why it's really important in business intelligence, use the tools and more the methodologies that help us gather all this information that is going to help us to drive our business and to make the best decisions for it. I will tell you more ahead about what tools can help us with this. So, well, why does business intelligence matters? First of all, I put like 5 pillar keys about why this matters. Business intelligence is not limited to one area, right, of the organization. It's for all the areas. It includes the operating, human resources, administration, commercial strategy, sales, marketing, production, and all of the areas depending on the organization. Most of it is in the size of the organization, depends on all, and it evolves everything, all of them. So we can, for business intelligence, we can give it like a zoom out to see the whole picture. And then specifically, we can go from area to area. Why? Why is this important? Business intelligence helps us to identify sales trends or selling opportunity. As you know, in every business, you have a product or a service that you have to sell, right? And you get paid for it. So as you know too, our products or our services, depending on which one are they have like a seasonal upsells or, you know, downsells, or when it's like a little bit like sleepy. Like just like an example, right now we are going to enter, well, Halloween, right? So right now, for if you have a company that it's about customs, right? Halloween customs, this season, September and October, are going to be the months that you are going to sell like a lot, right? And it's not going to be the same as if you in January or February, maybe like your company, your customs company, it's not gonna be the same business sale due to the season, right? So that's why it's really important, business intelligence, because it helps you identify sales opportunities, and based on those sales opportunities, you can build commercial strategies that helps you out with upselling your products, right? Or like another example that I like to put, it's right now, it's coming Thanksgiving. So I don't know if you know, but in the United States, the day after Thanksgiving, it's a huge day, almost the most important day for plumbing services, because due to the Thanksgiving dinner, like a lot of people, well, next day, because of all the amount of food they have eaten, they go to the washroom, to the restroom, and the toilets go really, let's say, dirty. So the plumbers are like, all day they are full with that. So the day after Thanksgiving, they come to the plumber day. So for them, that day is really, really important, and it's the most important day of their year, one with the services. So that's why it's really important. Another thing is it helps you know your business better, right? With business intelligence, with all of the insights that you gather, not just from one area, but of all of the areas, as I told you before, human resources, operation, production, sales, marketing, it helps you to know where is your business right now? Where is your business standing? And it will help you out. If there's something wrong, it helps you out, like answer fast to any business query based on the needs, because there's something really important that business intelligence tells you. Even though you plan ahead, sometimes, as you know, depending on the market, you have to change or create or update your new business strategies to adjust to it, and obviously to upsell, to do upselling, or to not stay behind, because right now in this world, competitors, every day it's changing, right? Like what it used to be something really important or something like trend yesterday, it changed today, and tomorrow it's gonna be another thing. So business intelligence helps you to know where is your business right now, and to answer like really fast to business query. Other thing really important, it's the driving of performance and revenue that your strategic plan helps you out for the company. Business intelligence, if we look at the future, as I told you, you have to know your past, your goal right now, and what are your planning in the future, right? So based on all of this, you start building a strategy. And I will, like, a recommendation that I make, we have to do three three strategies in business intelligence, depending on the size of the company. If it's a small size, since it's like you have to be like more updated with the local market, you have to do a monthly strategy, a 3-month strategy, a 6-month strategy, and then a year. And after that, 3 years or 5 years, but no more than 5, right? Because everything is trendy. And when you're a small business owner, it's much easier for you to change all of these strategies, because it's not like too many people that evolves in the decision taking. So it's much even like faster, right? You're a medium or even like a large company, the operations planning must be like 3 weeks, even like shorter, and then it's 8 weeks, and then it's 3 months, and then 6 months, then 1 year, and then it goes 5 years, then 10 years, 15 years, and I can assure you, even 30 years ahead. Why is this? Why the big companies do that? Because at the end, they are the ones that mark the business trend, right? Since they have a lot of share of market, a lot of some, they help out like 80% of the trending needs that are going to take like the consumers, and they little by little are introducing us to those kind of trends. Sometimes we don't even realize it, but they do. So, and how do they do this? With all the business intelligence, right? And besides of that, well, yeah, a part of that, business intelligence helps you to improve decision making, which is something like all of us have even like realized with some insights in our personal life, information that we gather of work, family, friends, the economy, the locals, to make even decisions really important to our lives, and are going to mark our lives for the better, right? So in a company, every decision making, sometimes we don't like it, but we have to do it. And we are based in what? Our decision makings are based in the insights, physical insights, what we are seeing, which is best for the company. So business intelligence, basically, sometimes we don't know it, but it goes by four components, which is the data warehousing, which is like a storage, kind of like a storage facility for structured data. This we can summarize it in the information that we gather from our clients, right? When we are like in the administration and we gather information, you know, going back to the customs, the Halloween customs, we know that we sell 3 kinds of Halloween customs: for children, for teenagers, and for adults. And in our, inventory, we have of these 3, which one sells more, right? So of all of our 100% of sales, 30% is kids. Well, no, not exactly, right? It's like 50% of kids, 50% kids, the other 40% teenagers, and the 10% is for adults. How do we know this? Because all of the insight of the sales that we had before and all the inventory we've been making. So that is like basically data housing, the storage like facility of the structured data of what we sell. Then this goes after that with data integration. Sorry. So what does it mean, data integration? It's now that I gather all this information about which niche of market I am selling more, how am I going to use this to upselling? What is like the most part of like they are interested in, right? So based in that, we have like now all the data, what we sold, and then how are we going to integrate these insights of what we have to even like buy more or check out for the preferences, which goes with the analytics. When, as I told you before, the 50% of all the customs, going back to the example, where the Halloween customs, maybe of those 50% right now, the trendy is PJ masks. I don't know if you have kids. PJ Masks is a cartoon right now that kids are really into it. I know because of some of my little cousins that they are obsessed with them. So of all of the 50%, the only that they are asking you is PJ masks, right? So instead of buying maybe 10 customs, you're going to say, hey, you know what, right now, the trendy of what they are asking me and I am not getting enough, it's PJ masks. So I am going to, give it a try and double the order for PJ masks. Instead of 10, I'm gonna ask for 20. And well, you give it a shot and you buy them. And then you start seeing that even though you buy more, it already like got sold. And how do you know that? Here it goes. We go to the part of analytics. In the part of analytics, we are analyzes the organization by making data-driven decisions with the uncovering trends, or in this case, the trends that we already recognize. And probably with this information, we take off all of the other like customs that right now, either we are not selling them or we are selling them slow, right? So in all of the part of analytics, we can see that. And what happened at the end? At the end, as we start building all this information and organizing this information, we look after reporting, which is reporting is a the summaries of all the data warehousing, the data integration, and the analytic that I just want to see really fast, that helps me out with the insights necessary to take the decision about where is my organization or my company right now, if I am doing good, if I am missing something, or what am I needing, right? It can tell us even like if I could sell even more of, or if I pass already my AOP, which is my annual operation planning, or my revenue. So at the end, the reporting is like a cover of all this information that is gonna make me take decisions really fast. Either if I go with the same strategy, or I change it, or I put more like marketing campaigns or marketing ads, or what opportunities do I have and what am I doing right to keep it doing, or what I can improve. Did someone raise its hand? All right. Okay, now going a little bit deeper in business intelligence. Right now, since 2015, from now, I believe that we start like putting this label about business intelligence, and even the big, like the companies start making a specific area for this information, to gather this information and to analyze it, right? First, I remember when I previously got out of college, university, the tool that we use, and I was in big companies, it was Excel. You know, the Microsoft Excel as PowerPoint and Word, which is really helpful. It's really helpful, but it was a lot of manual work. It was a lot of manual work, and you even have to put like coding with the macros and all of these formulas. So far, honestly, I love Excel because I have a lot of of experience, and I think it's like friendlier sometimes than another tools. But for me, because maybe I started with it, but since we start, like the world became like more technological and global, yeah, it started a lot of softwares to develop this kind of tools that make us the business intelligence part more easier and faster. And that you don't have to be specifically like an expert of it to understand or to build information and to report information based in what you want to see. So I put you here 6 right now business intelligence tools that are really easy to use. I have used 4 of these ones in along of my career, besides another ones that are not here, like MicroStrategy. I don't know if you have heard of it, but MicroStrategy too is a really good tool. It's of Microsoft. Microsoft migrate MicroStrategy to Microsoft Power BI. Now, every tool has a different functionality. And I can tell you, Microsoft Power BI helps you out with a lot of numbers, with a lot of the part of sales and share of market. Yeah, it gives you like the data that you want to see, but most of it's numerical. So it's really good. And how it's connected, it can be connected to a software, or even if you want to put like an Excel and upload it and start like using it and, you know, like organizing it the way you want, it works perfectly. Then we have SAP. SAP is not exactly user friendly, but the big corporations use them, most of it for inventory and administration, right? It's really useful to what enters to the company in terms of product, and then what go out. Why? Because SAP can be easier connected to handhelds. In the retail industry, which is like, you know, the selling of beverage, potato chips, what else? Beer, candies, cookies. The salesman, when it's going to deliver a sale to a client, they always use like a handheld, which is like kind of like a phone. And here he has all the inventory he has in the truck. He has the information of the client, the number of the client, if the client has a credit, how much does the client has a credit, or if the client has a debt and the client agreed to pay that debt to the salesman or to transfer it, and the amount of product that client asked for. Right, so all this information in the handheld is transfer. I mean, I forgot to say this word in English. It's gathered from specifically SAP, right? Because in SAP, you introduce all of this information, which goes and travels to the handheld of the salesman. And once the salesman concludes the sale, and it makes like all the movements and said that he already received the payment, he already like, you know, delivered the products, he puts that like completed in the handheld, and this information travels to the SAP system, and the sales supervisor and the administration team can see all the details about this, the sale that had been made. And after that, you can just like, you know, export an Excel and then have like all the information and then summarize it again in a reporting that it can be like easier for you to see all the information and see what are you right now. So honestly, SAP It's not exactly user-friendly, but it's really useful when you have like a lot of like large amount of products. Honestly, I really recommend this for big retails, and it's the system that they use. Now, Tableau is really user-friendly. Honestly, I can really recommend Tableau by going back to the retail. Why? Because Tableau is a specific tool to analyze share of market. Why is this? In Tableau, you can upload photos. You can see, like in the sum, share of market of a product, where is your product located and where is the product of the competitor located, and how much sum is from your product or the competitors. Sum really gives you a lot of share of market and a lot of marketing insight, and it's really like graphical, like visual, so it's really easy to identify what are you missing or what opportunities are in the market. I'm gonna put like a specific example of Tableau. I used to work for a beer company, and specifically Tableau was used for convenience stores, right? Why? You know, every convenience store has like their fridge, right? Where you put all the beverage, and they have a specific fridge due to law requirements that it's going to be just alcohol, right? And based in the negotiation, you have the convenience stores with a beer company. It's the spaces that your product is going to be in the freezer, right? So weekly, there must be someone from the convenience store and someone for the beer company looking if they're either they need more inventory of the beer, or if I forgot to say this word, it's not promotion, I was going to say promociones, the discounts, the seasonal discounts that beer has, if they are correct. And third, if all of the spaces the convenience stores and the beer company negotiate are from the beer company, and not from another company, or that another product was put there, right? So how do they use it? So the convenience store person and the beer company person, they always took photos of all of the freezer, and in Tableau you can see if the product is there, if the product is enough, I mean the inventory is enough, if the product it still has like a good consumer preference, if it's everything of it, if the product it's not like figure up or dirty, or even, you know, the bottles of the beer, sometimes they get aplastadas, they get I forgot to say the word, well, they get bad, let's say it like that. So all of that information, you can see it in Tableau. And the thing is, like, you can see the visuals, you can see the photos. So if you see the evidence there, it's more easier for you to the moment that you negotiate with the convenience stores, or in the moment that they ask for refunds, or, you know, if was not enough product, but you see there that there is product and stuff like that. So Tableau, it's really user friendly, and it gives you a lot of visuals too, insight, you know, like physically there inside, you can see photos there from what it's going on. And the other one, which is, it's kind of new compared to the other ones, which is Looker Studio. This is new for Google. You can use Looker Studio as long as you have a Gmail account, and it's really like user friendly. I will show you. Okay, So here, what's Locker Studio? Locker Studio is basically the new Excel and easier, like more visual, because it has more features that if you make this to Excel. What am I saying that it's similar to Excel? Because it's if you put like a macro, or you can connect another Google Sheet, even you can connect another APIs like queries, SQL. Let me put you here. So here you go. Okay, so first, when you get into Locker Studio, this is the first thing you see, and you can have like already pre-made reports, and then you can start a report from zero. We're gonna like make an example here. When it gives you, when you start a report from zero, it gives you the option if you want to connect either an API or a Google Sheet or a query, which is like coding, or just upload another information. You can connect it with Google Analytics, Google Ads. It helps a lot for marketing. It helps you even to connect with video, depending on what you want. I mean, what you need. If YouTube Analytics, SQL, and you can even like extract data. I'm gonna connect it to some Google Sheet just for you to see. And I'm going to connect it to this database that I made. And here we go. Oh, great. Give me a moment. Okay, something really important when you use Locker Studio is the information. As you can see, the database here, it has to be in order, right? Because what Locker Studio does, as in Excel, they start reading first. I forgot this wording. English, and sorry. First, these are the columns, and this Spanish. They're called fila. I forgot to say this in English. Well, first they read this part, and then based on the information that you put in there, it's going to bring it here, right? For you to structure it better. There you go. Okay, so now here in this part, the right part, I can see all of the columns that I had in my database, which are semana, fecha, person, business unit, category, activity, the name of the client, the area, the city, all the information I gathered from my team, or in this case, for the business development team. Here, first, what do I want to do? Like an example, if I want to see where is my business or my clients right now, in which area of United States they are, in a way that it can be like more visual, here Loki Studio has the bullet to put like Google Maps, to connect Google Maps like this. And then here we're gonna put area to read the map. It's loading. Okay, here about all the information that I have in this database, here is telling me that my clients are based specifically in Arizona and California. Now, if I want to put like more information like from the city, like the dimension of the area, I start putting this in Locker Studio to show me like the colors specifically. Even I can put them like the zone of colors, like the warm zone of colors. And it's going to divide it, the colors, it's going to put the generic colors. If I want to change those colors, I will go here to style and just like change it. Even like it can help me out with, instead of map, putting in satellite, putting it like the dots with a different color, you know, a little bit more of design. It depends completely on you. And it, besides of this graphic, which is really useful, it helps me out like making these tables that I can put here, going back to the areas. Where are my clients based? And how many of my clients are based in there? Like in this case, I have one client based in Phoenix, one client based in Bay Area, and the other clients based in another part, specifically that is not Arizona and California, which is the command that I previously put in the database. We can have circular maps too, that tells me about all the 100% of my clients, which one of them are from another part, which one of them are from the Bay Area, and which one of them are from other area. So here, like an example, this is telling me that 100% of my clients, 89% is from not California nor Arizona, and just 5% is from California and 5% is from Arizona. So this is an example of all like the visuals that you can do in Looker Studio. And honestly, what you have to do here is just, you have to change it here in this part, and it will just like put the information that you need. Like an example, I was putting that in area, but now I wanted to focus, since I don't know exactly what other cities are the others, I wanted to know what other cities are. So I just switched from area to city here. So I can see that from that 89% of others areas, 31% is just from Miami. So I can see that I have a lot of like a new niche of market there that I haven't seen before, and that I have to make like a strategy or what's going on in Miami, that I've been having clients from Miami, like what's going on there, and maybe probably even like my product, it's going to California and Arizona. I can even like upsell more if I go to Florida, right? So just like looking at this, I can already like made up like my mind to, hey, I have to look further into this and make a strategy for the East Coast, right? Yeah, because I can see the other one is, oh, wow, it's another one. Well, Hermosillo, which is here in Sonora, it's like it's a 3%. Then I have here, okay, Florida too, Miramar, another 5%. Then I have Atlanta, Georgia, which is not exactly the East Coast, but it's more east than west. So something is going on there, and I have to give it a look about what is happening there. Well, this is, as I told you, this is more visual. I already like made this dashboard about all the same information here, just like to put you an example of how Looker Studio can give me these visuals. I put a warm map here that is telling me, like an example, as we saw in the other one before, here in Florida, specifically here in Miami, if you see the red dot, is that most of my clients are there, or I have more clients there than even in Arizona, in California, or New York. This East Coast, it's going, has something going on because I have a lot of clients here. Now, I too like separated in my services, which is software development, partnerships, and nearshore. and I can see which one here, it has more leads, more sales. I have contact them, or I have the intent to contact them. I can separate all this information from dates, and I can separate it of person, right? Depending on the person activity too. If you have like a specific in your team, you are over, I don't know, like 2 people, or in my case, I just put 2 people for sales, which is Carlos and me, AP, just like an example. I can see if I want to see just the information about Carlos, how is Carlos doing? I can see where is he focusing, which I can see he's focusing in nearshore, a little bit of partnership, and a little bit of software development, but that is focusing just on nearshore, right? And where are his clients? I can see that his clients are more in the East Coast than in the West Coast. Now here, what I can see too, it helps me out. How is he like contacting or building these clients, from where he got them? I can see he got them from communities, which is like a lot of being in social media, like LinkedIn, like here with the East Valley Hispanic Chamber of Commerce, the contact he made, another Chamber of Commerce, another community, etc. Then I can see that the part of events and the part of referrals, it's like the same. So I can see that he has like a strategy, or he's focusing more in building communities. And from those communities is from where he is gathering all these contact information, and he is doing all the sales labor, right? And now here in this square, I can see exactly, okay, he is making this contact about nearshore, right? But what is he focusing more? He's focusing more in computer software than in real estate, than in blockchain, and in which areas, which is basically right now, with he has like more, it's going to be in Phoenix, right? And here I can see really fast if they're like the people that he's contacting is either right now a sale that it's finished and it went well, or is a qualified lead, which in the future can get to a sale. So all of this information, I just saw it by looking at this dashboard. So Locker Studio, it really gives you a lot of visual information about the insights you already put in your database. Now, something really important when you connect a database to Locker Studio and then you change it, or like you switch either columns or you add another one, you just have to give it here like a refresh and upload it again, right? Because information is not going to be the same, and it's going to break that code. So it's really important that every change that we made here, we just go back another time in our dashboard and see if it's gonna work properly, or if we have to make some changes for it to work properly. Well, so right now, yeah, Locker Studio is the one that I've been working on, and honestly, it has been really useful. I can tell you, if you have worked with Excel before, it's gonna be like really easier for you. And you don't, as long as you have a Gmail account, you can use it. You don't have to pay for it. So it's really nice. And well, BI is really good, but it has its challenges too. You know, with every day and every new thing that we look after right now, it has its challenges. And what is a really challenge for business intelligence right now is ensuring data accuracy, which goes hand by hand with data security and privacy concern. Why is this? Because, you know, technology is not perfect. Well, not exactly technology, more like humans. We humans are not perfect, and sometimes when we introduce information to our phones, to our computers, etc. It's not exactly the right information, and maybe we don't realize the delicate the information it is, or how it could be used, right? Sometimes we use it for good purposes, and there's another thing or another person that use it with not good purposes. So there's a lot of challenges right now with business intelligence, with the data accuracy, because it's really easier to, like, not in Spanish is maquillar, but in English is not like makeup, to change the facts based in like what works best for us, right? So that is a huge challenge with business intelligence as well as security, because there's a lot of hackers there, or information that sometimes even us don't know how to protect, and that we put it there online, right? Most of it our personal information. There with this, there's scalability issues, right? Why? Because if we don't pull the right data information, we won't have like we are not going to be able to build a good strategy for our business, right? Because since the information is not right, the numbers can make us take decisions that are not the best, because our information was not okay. So we're gonna have a problem with the scalability issues, right, of our business. And another thing, most important, is the thing about costs of this and the maintaining of business intelligence solutions. In this part of the maintenance of business intelligence solution is more about how much you pay for softwares or tools to help you out with this business intelligence. But right now, as I told you before, the market has a lot of business intelligence tools that you don't have to pay for them as Locker Studio, as long as you have a Gmail account. So before paying for like SAP, because SAP you have to pay for it, and for Tableau you have to pay for it, before paying for those business intelligence tools that are really good, but probably depending on where is your business right now, you can start with like Locker Studio or other tools that they are not going to be expensive. But in the future, with all of this AI going on, artificial intelligence, it's gonna be like easier to have access to more information, and it's not going to be exactly like highly with a high cost. It's gonna be like cheaper. I'm sorry, but well, that's what I am predicting. But probably, things can change from one day to another. So there's the challenges about business intelligence right now. Honestly, I go more about the data accuracy, because at the end, what the information, the machines work based on the informations we humans put in. And we humans, sometimes we are not perfect and have a lot of errors. So that's where I see there, it's more like the bridge, the gap that could be in the challenge of business intelligence. And before this ends, I want to just like tell you, like summarizing, that business intelligence basically allows organizations to make decisions based on data rather than intuition. Intuition is great, and it is really helpful, but intuition combined with data, it works like perfect, and it can help you like grow and scale your business, like, to the moon, or, to just like reach your goals. So raw data with intuition combined, it's perfect for business intelligence and for taking like the best decisions for for your organization or for your company. And just like another insight right now for business intelligence, the global business intelligence market size is of 27.11 billion USD, and it is projected by 2030 to grow 54.27 billion. So what is this telling us? That a lot of organization companies, not just like the bigger one, but the smallest, the small companies too, they are investing a lot in business intelligence to make smarter decisions for their companies, right? So well, that will be all from my side. I don't know if you have like any question and answer about business intelligence. No? If not, then I am really thankful. Oh, I can see something here. Yes, depending, it's more about SQL in the API or what you want to connect to Looker Studio, but it's not exactly the Looker Studio, is the other API that you want to connect. Well, I will leave my contact information here. And let me know, feel free to reach out if you need any help with business intelligence, with reportings, with reading data, everything I can help. I am passionate about business intelligence. Like most of it, the numbers, I love numbers. That's another thing. You have to really kind of, yeah, to look after trending opportunities and do like the research, because at the end you're always like doing research about the trends, about the opportunities that are in the company. Whatever insights or feedback or anything you need, please feel free to reach out. Yes, I do. I really recommend Looker Studio over Power BI if you are a small or medium business. Yeah, because it's more like user friendly than Power BI for small and medium business. That's all from my side. Thank you so much for the invitation. Once again, it's Valley Hispanic Chamber of Commerce. And well, feel free to reach out and have a wonderful rest of the week.